Hello off-road warriors, it's the AWAS. Quick video here, and for those of you that are thinking about changing your KTM stock end cap, this video is for you. Twofold. I'm going to show you a couple tips removing the end cap. It was really easy, and I didn't see a lot of videos on YouTube just kind of walking through that. In fact, I saw one though that concerned me because they were really having trouble removing it using all sorts of tools and grinders, and even claiming that they think the baffle was welded on the inside here, making it difficult to remove the stock end cap. Not my case. So I'll kind of show you how I did that here just in a few minutes. Super easy. Honestly, took maybe a minute, 2 minutes to remove, and installing this was super easy as well. Quick install overall. So I'll walk through that. And also I'm doing a decibel check with the stock tip, no tip at all, just out of curiosity. And then also the FASTWAY Pro billet tip, so you can see what the difference is in decibel and if it's right for you. I ride a lot of dual sport out in the forest roads, and I want to make sure I'm not too loud, but I'm looking for a throatier, deeper sound here coming from my bike. Obviously I'm doing this, and now the next thing I need to do is ECU and also my desmog, which is next, but right now just starting with the easiest part first. So take a look. If you're interested, please like and subscribe, and I appreciate that. Just trying to grow my channel, keeping it modest. It's a hobby of mine. I'm not looking to be a professional YouTuber by no means. It takes a lot just getting these videos together and putting them out there, and if you find a value, let me know. I also get a lot of great ideas from you, and I think the community does as well on comments. In fact, as I shared the announcement of this bike, I got a couple of really good comments and advice around replacing a screw on my kickstand, and also how to remove some vibration from the handlebars from a company called Best Dual Sport Company. I actually have the dampeners that I bought that I'm going to install in there as well. So keep that going, because I think people read them, and for anyone with similar bikes, they're always looking for recommended upgrades from the community. So appreciate for those of you watching. Hope you enjoy this. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to do a decibel check with the stock KTM end cap, and then I'll do the same with the FASTWAY Pro Moto billet end cap as well, just to do a check on sound difference, and not only what it sounds like to me, but even objectively. So using the Decibel X tester, I'm going to go ahead and start recording. I will turn on the bike. In case you're taking off the end cap off a 2024 KTM 500 EXC-F, I'm guessing the 2025 models as well, you need a T25 Torx, and I would recommend a ratchet to remove them. This one was pretty tight, and you only have a few, but the toolbox doesn't come with a T25, so just to save a little bit of time. So just a little bit of progress. It's actually coming out pretty easy. What I'm doing is I'm using this flathead to just gently, with a rubber mallet, I'm hitting the end of it, to just work my way around the whole thing, and it's slowly slipping out. Now there is a little bit of a seal that they have in there that might hold it in place, like a little rubber gasket kind of. So just that might be what's keeping it in place, but so far it's inching out. I'll see what progress I can make. I think there are some videos out there saying that they think it was tack welded, or at least the tube inside. It doesn't seem like it. It's coming out little by little. So so far I've only been at it like 30 seconds. Well, with a little finesse, I ended up just tapping out the bottom and the top, going back and forth again with my big flathead screwdriver and rubber mallet, and just tap, 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 tap. And it's already almost out. Pretty easy. I mean, right now I'm taking it out with my hand. So I don't know, the videos I showed people having trouble. It doesn't seem that hard. So I'm gonna see if I can pull it out with both hands. And there it is. A few seconds later, it just comes right out. That was easy actually. So I don't know what the videos were about. And actually I thought I had to cut this away, but it looks like it kind of pulled away already. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'll cut away this plastic, and I think this is going to be hopefully a quick install. I'm going to go ahead and record it without anything in the back out of curiosity. So I took the cap off. Again, very easy. Wow, I mean, I thought I was in for a ride here, but let's start it up, see what she sounds like. So that would have been pretty easy. I did it by hand. What I did was all the insulation, I just kind of mashed it in a little bit for a second so I can slip this in. And actually, I thought I would need to use my mallet, but I didn't. I was able to just kind of tap it in place with my hands. It looks like the screws are lining up pretty well. So pretty straightforward. Now I'll just use these that come with it and put them in place and go from there. Okay, there's the end product. Pretty easy to install, very easy. The only tough thing are these, they kind of tap in to the aluminum, and if you don't really get them in straight and start to work them in slowly, the screw in itself gets a little stripped where it won't tap in successfully. So I just kept alternating them. In my case, I have one extra. I only needed 5, I think it came with 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's 5. So that's it. I put a little bit of high temperature gasket, you know, kind of like a silicone on the inside to create another seal there so air doesn't escape. And also, you know, water doesn't get in there. So I think we're in good shape. All right, well, I'm gonna do a quick decibel check. This time I'm gonna do it with the FASTWAY Pro Moto billet installed. Now I didn't put the ECU yet in there, so it's running lean. I didn't do the desmog. For now, just to get a sense of how loud is it, I'll run it at idle and I'll accelerate it probably, I'm guessing about 3,000, 4,000 RPM and see what it sounds like and kind of compare that to stock. And also when I removed the tip altogether, and we'll get this on video so you can compare all 3. But just from the sound of it, it's not too loud. It just sounds better, throatier, a little deeper. So I like the sound, and I definitely think it's breathing better, you can tell. But again, since it's running lean, it's opened up. Got to install the ECU and also the desmog kit to make it all in sync. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll start it and start this up. So in summary, there really wasn't much of a decibel difference, and I kept the bike and the distance from the decibel reader same distance for all 3 tests. Honestly, with the stock versus the Pro Billet, it was maybe a 1 to 2 decibel difference during idle. Very close. I would get peaks around 85, 85 and a half at idle with this on versus about 84.4 was the max at idle with stock. And then once I revved it, that's when you could tell the difference, you know, audibly, right? You can hear the deeper, throatier sound. Again, nominal difference with the decibel reader itself. So in summary, it's not going to be obnoxious. It has a spark arrestor in it. For dual sporters, it shouldn't really be too much of a difference over stock, but it's a deeper, throatier sound. Definitely sounds better. Now, if you do this though, you definitely need to do the ECU upgrade, and I'm doing the desmog as well. All from Moto. They sell the whole kit and match it up to whether you're putting a new exhaust altogether or if you're gonna put the Pro Billet tip like I did here, or other options too. Because right now it's gonna run lean, and I can tell because it'll stall out a little bit when I rev it too much as I was testing it. So once I make the other upgrades, I'm looking forward to the overall feel and sound of the bike. Obviously the performance is gonna be much better too. So I have the summary readout here that I'll post here in a second on this video with the Pro Moto Billet installed. See if this is for you. Now you'll see the average decibel reading. Remember that average also includes ambient sound with the bike not on at all. Hopefully this will give you more of a sense of what it sounds like and if it's right for you or not. Thank you, and see you out in the trails.